What's up everyone, Chris at Dentless Touch. I just wanted to interrupt you from the series of videos of us at MTE showing off these new tools, some are old tools, but these useful tools for paintless dent repair industry. So some of you who don't know about Mobile Tech Expo, it is a time where all the auto reconditioning technicians can come together, learn about new tools, learn about the industry, and just pretty much just come together and network, all that good stuff. So it is just our only convention that we gather together. Now they have one in the East Coast and the West Coast, which is at Vegas and then obviously Florida. So I really enjoy going to the Florida one because it's the largest and it's the home of Mobile Tech Expo. If it isn't very important for you to be a part of this industry, you have to go to Mobile Tech Expo. Chisel out about 4 to 5 days to get through everything. The expo itself is a little small, but all the networking around it, the dinners, the breakfasts, the lunches, the education day, all of the stuff around it will have you busy for the 3 to 4 days, at least for us it is. So let's talk about the tools that I went to go see. Just already I did some research. I wanted to physically put my hands on and see how to use them. There's a lot of areas that you can use the tools, a lot of demonstration areas. There's also a playground sponsored by PDR Tool Time. You can grab the tools that you want to try out and bring them to the playground, actually just see how you would use them day to day. So let me give you a quick list of the tools that I was interested in. So Excalibur tools, they have this curved bend. I wish I had it, I didn't order it because I was just so busy doing other things, but they have this curved tool that is really good for underneath hoods. A lot of these hoods are, well, majority of these hoods now are just aluminum or high strength steel. And so you just need a very, very strong, sometimes sharp, sometimes blunt tool to really be able to repair these dents properly. And with the curved tool, it allows you to have that space so that your knuckles don't get damaged as you trying to repair 200, 300 dents on a hood. Next tool I wanted to try out was the Blem balloon tips from Daniel Grom. He had a tool design with Blem, and it's just like a weird whale tail. I've never used it. Now I do have the Dent Reaper version of it, which has the balloon and sharp side. So I was a little exposed to it, but because Blem was behind it, I wanted to see if there was any difference with that set compared to the other set. Follow us on social media. The link will be in the description. Please follow us. You know that I'm actually trying to locate a great hood stand for how we use hood stands. So a lot of times it's for doors and deck lids and stuff like that, not necessarily a hood. And so we've been trying to use the TDN card, we're trying to use some A1 hood stands, and it just hasn't worked out for us. It's not as stable as we would like. So I wanted to look at the PDR Finesse hood stand, the Carbon Tech hood stand, and then the TDN hood stand. So those are the 3 hood stands that were recommended to me. I would say I really enjoy the Carbon Tech. So as I was there networking, Wade approached me and gave me some recommendations of how I can modify the A1 tool cart. So I'm gonna do that first before I make that purchase. Hood stands are becoming very expensive, if anybody knows. They're $1,000+. And you guys know we have 4 locations, so when I look at tools, I have to buy it ×4. So also the attachment that I needed for no matter what hood stand that I use, I think the TDN you don't need it for, is the Dent Stuff extra extendable arm. So I don't want to just take a look at that. There is hail rods that CarePoint comes out with that are just extremely cheap. So I wanted to check that out, actually try to break one. But they have hail rods for like $175. So it's like you can't go wrong with that. So the tools that I purchased was a Power PDR box. I've did my research, talked to enough people, used the tool prior at the Mobile Tech Expo in Las Vegas, and I said I have to get one. Luckily enough, they come up with a version 3, more compact than the last 3 versions, or 2 versions. So it's not out, so I can't share it with you. It comes out in March. I think he said he's shipping them in March, and I'm the 2nd person that will receive one. So it's the Power PDR box. What that does is it shrinks the metal. It's a little abrasive. You have to get behind it and kind of remove the E-coat, but it's the only thing you can do if you have a stretched oil can dent. And it just tightens up those molecules in the metal, and it works with aluminum too. So tighten up those molecules in steel and aluminum, and it just allows that oil canning to kind of dissipate and, you know, add some strength for that area so you can do your job and make it flat. Second thing I purchased was the Dent Stuff arms that you use for the hood stand. That was one of the things that Wade recommended. You had to get them if you're starting to mount deck lids and, you know, obviously bigger hood, SUV hoods and truck hoods, and also doors and stuff like that. It just puts the arms in a better location, so you just have more mounting options basically. And it was hail lights. So I'm a big Stucky fan, but for the channel I wanted to look at the Dent hail light. Now I'm not in the market for a hail light, but I've gotten a lot of requests to compare the Dent versus the Stucky, and both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. So I got a Dent hail light. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notifications. I have something special that we're gonna do with the Dent hail light, so please stay tuned to that. So now we're gonna go over the tools that surprised me. First up is the Hail Chasers light. It is technically a mobile light. They actually have a hail light. That didn't really wow me, but the mobile light, it was a 14, 15 inch length light, but it used one LED and it was almost paper thin. I couldn't believe it. You know, I'm a big fan of Stucky because of the lightness and all that good stuff. It actually moves like a board that I'm used to. If anyone's been doing PDR for 15 plus years, they remember when they're on the lot, it's all board. We were using a white board, sometimes a black spray stripe through the board, and that's what we used as a fade board. But now with the Dents and the Stuckies and all these options for battery powered lights, I mean, that's the norm now. Having a razor thin light and something that is light in weight, I can see the benefits of that. Also, it uses one LED, which was weird, so the battery lasts like 11 hours, which is crazy. So I need to come back and compare and see how long my batteries last. I never really have an issue. I tend to go about 2 to 3 days before I charge the battery, so I don't have an issue, but it seems like I can almost go for maybe a week. 11 hours, max brightness, that's pretty amazing. Now the battery is proprietary to that light, which I don't like. I wish they would have an option for a Makita battery or DeWalt or stuff like that, so I'm not walking around with 20 batteries that I gotta keep charged with different chargers, and you already know how that works out. So the amazing thing about this light too is they split one in half and then they lit the one side. So I guess the LEDs are not affected by disconnection of each other. I don't know how that works. I'm not an electrical engineer, but that was pretty amazing. It seems like they're applying new technology in the PDR realm. So the LED light is actually on the outside, and it uses prisms to give you that strip to apply that fade, to allow you to see the fade obviously on the panel, which I thought was weird. And supposedly it's patent pending, less fatigue on your eyes. So I'm definitely interested in that. So every year for the last 3 years, MobileTech RX, the app company that we use to run our estimating, invoicing, but MobileTech RX comes out with new features every year. So I always stop by the booth, talk to John and Matt, and see what new features are coming out, what new scoop that I can get so I can let you guys know. So they are coming out with new features. They are coming out with scheduling, and they're coming out with in-app credit card transactions. Oh man, so the way we work is we have a scheduling app, goes into MobileTech RX, then goes into our QuickBooks, and then it goes into payment. It is 3-4 apps that we deal with right now. It is unreal. The amount of paperwork, the amount of, it's crazy. So keeping it under one app makes it so much more convenient. I can't wait. Now that is supposed to come out in March. Don't hold me to it, don't hold them to it, but they've been pretty consistent on when they say the release will come out. So March, look out for that, guys. So again, follow our Instagram. We are looking at redoing one of our shops, and I wanted to see the new TDN carts. Now I have one, I don't put it to use, but really it's just, I never really liked the color. It's bulky. The new shop, we're gonna try to make it aesthetically better, I guess, and we're going with this all white with a light red theme. So with that, I don't want to tell too many secrets with that. We're still looking for the building that complements what we want to do. But I wanted to look at the new TDN cards, see what improvements they've made and all that good stuff. So I noticed that they had an all white one, and woo, man, I fell in love with it. So you'll be seeing that it's white with the black. Oh man, it was just beautiful. I'm pretty sure some of you guys already have one. Also, my card is a little smaller. I had it when they first came out, and so there's this little quirky things about it I dislike. But they modified it. They changed a lot of stuff. They've improved a lot of stuff, and then also they have that black top, a little bit more durable. The hangers to hang your tools have been modified and improved upon. And then that white and black, oh man, you already can tell how much I love that white and that contrast of those two colors. So that's it, guys. I just want to interrupt these series of tool kind of spotlight videos, give you guys some more content. I do have quite a few coming out, probably about 10 more, so if you're enjoying them, please go back and look at all those. Also, please follow us on Instagram to kind of get some of the behind the scenes, and join our newsletter to also get some updates on, you know, our industry and stuff like that. All right, guys, hopefully this video has been somewhat informative, and it's been a little bit of a break in between these series of videos that I got coming out, guys. Hopefully you have a blessed day, and I'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.